Today I will be talking about why I think that college athletes should be paid. For a lot of students, college is pretty stressful. All of the work we get, plus having to live on your own and buy things you need like food and textbooks. Imagine that life for a college athlete, someone who has to be at their best at all times, in class and playing their sport. All of the practices and working out at a high level, on top of all of the school stress, does a lot to a person, and I believe these students should be getting paid. Some of these players' jerseys are being sold and they aren't allowed to receive any profits. Being a college student and understanding how much goes into practicing and working out for a sport in just the high school level is the reason I am able to speak on this topic. Also, being a sports management major helps me see finances in sports and how they all work. These students shouldn't make as much as professionals, but a decent amount to get them through school and to pay for the extra weight they now carry. A player should be paid for their playing abilities and their merchandise sales. Players like Andrew Luck were the best while they played and the most known in their sport, but didn't receive any compensation for their merchandise sales or their sports. Student athletes shouldn't make as much money as pros, but something to get them through school. Making millions of dollars for a season is unreasonable, which is why there would be a maximum of $2,000 a year plus a little profit from their merchandise sales and commercial usage. These students wouldn't be able to sign endorsement deals with big brands until they make it to the pros. Players already have to be passing to play, so they would also have to be passing classes to get paid. Zion Williamson and Lonzo Ball were two of the most well-known players in the NCAA while they played, and their jerseys were worn by many fans. Players should be paid for the sales of their jerseys and their use in advertisements by the NCAA. Schools sell player jerseys for students and fans to wear while attending the games. This is a picture of Lonzo Ball's college jersey sales going for $86.99 and up for everybody. And you can see in the corner, Chris Smith's jersey is also being sold for $86.99, but they didn't receive any profit from it because it is illegal for the NCAA to pay these students. The best players' jerseys are worn by thousands of fans, and the players don't get any benefits from it except knowing that people like how talented you are. Players are used in advertisements for games but can't get any of the money. This is another example. Zion Williamson's jersey is being sold for $91.99, $95.99 for men, and he wasn't able to receive any of these payments due to him being in college. Imagine being able to play as yourself on a video game like college players in 1993 to 2014. 2014 was the last year for NCAA video games as they were sued by former UCLA basketball player Ed O'Bannon. Ed O'Bannon sued the NCAA not only for himself but for all the collegiate athletes to be paid for their use of their likeness in video games. The NCAA has begun to make subtle changes and they're taking steps in the right direction in recent years. Ed O'Bannon was joined by two of the greatest NBA players in history, Oscar Robertson and Bill Russell. In 2014, the NCAA gained 25 more witnesses or people wanting to fight the payment of collegiate athletes' case to wanting to win. They argued that even high school players' names are being used to bring in fans, which increase ticket sales and bring in more money. O'Bannon wrote a book describing his court battle with the NCAA and why he started the debate over the fair treatment of college athletes called Court Justice, the Inside Story of My Battle Against the NCAA. Finally, college athletes should be paid for their sport, having to do all of the homework and working out all the time. These athletes are the most underpaid athletes in the world because they don't get paid at all. Paying college athletes under $2,000 a year would be the best way to pay college students and teach them how to work with their money. $2,000 isn't a lot, but it's enough for an 18 to 19-year-old to live on. Let these students get their bread. They deserve to get paid. And here are my resources.